Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eid Mubarak to all of you. Inshallah, we will have more opportunities to enjoy Allah's blessings on us. These are the celebration days. We have to celebrate, but we have to know what are we celebrating. I mean, what mission we have accomplished so that we will celebrate. That is a serious question. Of course, everybody will, I'm sure you have something, but it is difficult for me to justify my life, what I am doing with. There's something, all right. Now, let's come back to our subject now, studying the story of Adam. Of course, in the section Araf, and the section Araf deals with many stories of the prophets and other subjects, some related subject, but we know that stories of the prophets are nothing but psychological analysis of our human life, our psychology, what's going on within ourselves. So Adam is me, angels are within me, and Iblis is within me. And for my one side of me is in paradise, and there is an option which is very serious for me. Then I may get out of the paradise. Now, I think the verse 13 deals with this dangerous situation. What does it say? Okay, it says, God said to Iblis, then get down from this state. Because Iblis made the comparison between the body of Adam and its own substance. Now, of course, when you make the comparison between the body of Adam, what you will end up with, okay, my body is not different from the body of a mouse. So I cannot really compare it. I may say, oh, I'm bigger than him, etc., etc. So, somebody, a bird may say, look, I can fly, and some kinds of birds can fly, can walk on the earth, and also can swim and stay in water. Human beings, difficult to do that. They may claim that they are better than us. This is a false comparison because we have to understand the value of human beings are not from their body, but from the spirit they have received from God's spirit. We have studied this Iblis, when Iblis made this comparison or evaluate the human beings in their body, which means that is a very important subject. They turn the Iblistic view, the view of Iblis, turn the universe into matter. That is what we have been really seriously considering and taking notice of the attitude of certain people who call, especially nowadays, scientists interpret the universe in its body. We have to wake up about the subject, and it is so essential a subject that we have to keep reminding each other every day. Watch out for the materialistic interpretations of the scientists, the certain scientists, of course. Not every scientist is prescribing to materialistic view. We respect them, but certain people are really prevalent in the media talking a lot because unfortunately, those people who are doing scientific research and they respect the creation with their, if you like, quote unquote, their spirit, like human spirit, the universe has its own meaning. we call it angelic side of the existence of the universe. Angelic side is nothing but exactly like human spirit, the manifestation of it is created, the qualities of it is creator. That's so clear a table for us. For us, of course, not everybody has this clear picture, unfortunately, but we have been emphasizing on this aspect of creation heavily. So I'm sure, inshallah, you got it. So let's see how the analysis, human analysis is going on here. Actually, we have to study all stories of the prophets mentioned in the Qur'an in terms of human psychological analysis. And a person, everybody is a person. Everything, every figure is one aspect of me. Everybody should say, me, Fir'aun, in me, yeah. Don't be afraid of it. You have the option, I have the option of making the same claim as Pharaoh did. Oh, look, we see many people openly declaring their claim as Pharaoh did. We exist by ourselves. We are independent beings, etc., etc. We are not responsible for a higher position, let's say, our creator. We are not created. Come on, we just exist like this as we are. That's what we found ourselves, etc. All the stories are made up. And of course, we have this option open, always open in front of us. We have to be very careful. So when Iblis took this attitude, then God said, then get out of from this state. Now, uhbut. Now, it is not for you to be arrogant here. Why? We know that arrogance and being in the presence of God cannot happen at the same time. Either of them should happen. Either be in the presence of God, it means the presence of God represents what? If anybody wants to share his idea about it, presence of God represents what? Please, come on. It is Eid Day. Celebrations. Let's celebrate Day. So what do we understand the presence of God?
Basically realizing that I'm a created being and somebody's taking care of me. That's how I understand seeing all the qualities in the creation. When I look at anything outside a tree, I should see the manifestations of the qualities.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, that's a good point, and thank you very much. That's correct. I wouldn't say correct means I'm not in the position to endorse this idea or not. No authority, but I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. As far, this is my attitude. Yes, Radwa, I'll let you speak, inshallah, soon. That is our attitude, being in the presence of God. Yes, but as far as the universe is concerned, what does the presence of God represent? Radwa, go ahead. Let's think about my question. Radwa, was it a mistake? You raised your hand.
No, it's not a mistake. Can you repeat it? The question really quick, because
Now the question is, Asim answered one aspect of the question, which is, what does my presence in the my being in the presence of God mean? That is answered by our friend. Now, my real question is, in the universe, what does the presence of God represent? I mean, it is something, a very specific question, actually. As far as when we look at the universe, what we see to demonstrate the presence of God in the universe, what do we see to demonstrate the presence of God? Did you get it?
Yes, but I think, and I was going to say something, but it won't answer the question.
Okay, say something then. It is very lovely to hear it. Whatever you say must be precious. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I think for me, it's what would reflect the presence of God is just the feeling that you can feel and see that some things is always happening, but you cannot really give it a particular name. Like you can feel that a lot of things are happening at the same time. You can see that a lot of things are happening at the same time, and to call it just a feeling is usually like not enough. Like, no, there's something more there. The feeling is really strong, or it's very consistent. So this is how I would understand presence of God or of an absolute being.
That is a very good point, but I would like to elaborate on it if our friends who are waiting here to speak do not really emphasize on the important point of what you said. Let's, I don't know which one, what, Mohammed Said, your hand is up. Please go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. From your elaboration of the question, is to the level that I understand, I question where the qualities in the universe that I observe are coming from. The first step, I realized that the universe cannot be from itself. To the level of my awareness that the things are not from themselves, that level of awareness of God's presence is possible for me. I don't know if I was able to express myself, but basically, like la ilaha is the, I think, essential step for me to realize the God's presence.
Now this answers somehow how we can be in the presence of God. Okay, thank you. And Afshan, I shouldn't take longer time because our friends heard you. Afshan, go ahead.
I wanted to add that it means assigning all ownership to God without judgment. That's it. That's what I think it is.
Without judgment, I'm thinking of what you said and what I can understand from it.
I can clarify.
Yes, please.
You created me from fire and him from clay. This is judging creation, an example of judging creation. So we should assign ownership to the correct owner without judgment. That's what I meant.
Without judgment, we may extend the idea that without judgment means we have to accept the creation as it is, not only one aspect of it, because Iblis estimated the quality of Adam from one aspect, its body aspect, not his spirit aspect. Okay, I have some comments from Ziba, our friend, I mean, I don't want to mention the name, not because I don't respect. Some people may not like her name to be, his or her name to be mentioned because it is publicly announced, or it is available to everybody to see. If somebody maybe I may feel uncomfortable. I respect that. So Ziba started saying order in the universe, and then made further explanation, everything being taken care in the perfect way. These are all real, reflect the reality. Or the Sarah says, yes, order and all existence requires an existence giver. All right. Thank you very much. Let's come to our subject and make the connection now. Now, it says, God says to Iblis, get out of here in this state, which is interesting. The language is vague, but we understand that in Arabic, it is understood. Qale fehbit minha, because it is not minhu, it is minha. It is not from God himself, but the paradise it is referred to. And the following words said, فَخْرُجْ إِنَّكَ مِنَ الصَّاغِرِينَ, because it is the tetekabbur and saghir are contradictory positions. Tetekabbur, to claim to be very big and higher status. Saghir means really reduced to almost nothing. Make it saghir, it very small, it means really saghir, those who are reducing their existence to nothingness almost. Almost Iblis represent nothingness. So what is the status of paradise is what exists. How about the status of hell is all those non-existent claims, Iblistic claims, are gathered in the hell. What does it mean? It is as if, it sounds as if hell doesn't exist, because all non-existent things, for example, if I claim that, if I deny the creator, if I say, the universe happened to be like this by itself. For example, everybody can make this kind of claims, and nowadays very famous. So does it represent anything that there is something that exists by itself in the universe? No. We don't see anything exist by itself. Nothing can create itself. We know that. So, I mean, it is very human reason, but they just make it up like this. Oh, they don't say it clearly as we state the case here. They say, oh, we found the universe like this working, and we are trying to understand how it works. Of course, this is just an excuse because they don't have any substantial answer to explain how the universe came into existence, and anything in the universe, does anything in the universe have any quality to exist by itself? Of course, that's why they don't touch upon this aspect of existence. It is a trick, of course, like magicians of Pharaoh. Okay, they should play with the words. Now, all this claim that, the claim that universe exists by itself, or the things has the quality to exist within themselves, and nature or something, whatever it is. So nature will go in hell, but nature doesn't exist really. The universe exists. There is no power, natural power, natural law, which independent acting. No, the natural laws are nothing but the order of the universe, how the order of the universe works. That's it. That's the way they are coming into existence. The way they are coming into existence does not have an independent existence than the universe itself has. That is so clear. It is just a trick of the playing of the words. So nature will be in paradise, in hell. But nature doesn't exist. Wow, what does it mean? It is very important here. We have to understand the hell, the concept of hell, the concept of fire in the Quran in order to understand what paradise really represents and appreciate it. So Iblis and his ideas, his claims are sent out of paradise. Where out of paradise represents hell. Hell means non-existence of, example, nature. Now, what is it to do with me now in this world? I have to be realistic to myself. Look, if I say I am the product of nature, nature provides me all the things that around me, the universe, and all the things I benefit from. These are natural things. And nature, as we just shortly touched upon, does not have its own existence. So when I follow this idea, I endorse this idea, God says, Ali, be careful, I'm going to send you to hell where you can get whatever you need from nature. And there's no nature. That is this, the psychological situation of the person who confirmed, believed in nature. It will be out of paradise. This person will be out of paradise and he will have nothing because nature can give him nothing because there is no such thing anyways. This psychological situation of existence is represented in the Quran as the hell. We have to understand this. We have to understand this. I mean, bringing the fire of the world and putting it into hell is contradicts the teachings of Islam, because in Islam, the paradise, the hell, and the next creation cannot be describable with anything of this world. But we may make analogy between fire and between a living fruit with, living tree with fruits on it. Fire consumes. It means represents the source of non-existence. But in the universe, there is no non-existence. In existence, there is no non-existence. So if someone doesn't confirm the truth, this person will be left with nothing. Now, get down from this state means get out of paradise. Minha refers to Jannah as feminine. Those people who may have some Arabic knowledge, it's very basic. I'm not trying to show that I know Arabic. I hate it, you know. No, I don't hate Arabic. This claims that I know something and I am a knowledgeable person, etc. No, I'm trying to really understand what my reality is. I am a poor guy. Living in a room by himself, it's no one knows me. Even the next door neighbor may think that I am a stupid guy. Well, we just true, really. Okay. So minha, mean paradise. It means mean real existence. So you will be left with non-existence. So you will try to satisfy, you and those people who follow you will try to satisfy themselves with non-existence. For example, I'm hungry. Can you imagine? I am eating non-existent food. That is some of the descriptions of the Quran of hell. So non-existent food, imagination. Do I get any satisfaction? That is hell. That's why the Quran says they will be given something which will increase their need, their thirst, their heat that they feel, their hunger. They will increase. Why? They will try to feed themselves with non-existence, and they will have, of course, nothing. More and more they will feel and realize their hunger, their need. Oh, may Allah protect us, of course, definitely. We have to pray to Allah from being in this position, but if we don't want to be in this position, which is really very human desire, so we have to be careful. What are we following? Are we following the reality, or are we following the false imaginations, based claims, like arrogance here? It is not for you to be arrogant here, because before God, our friends touched upon the subject. They said, admitting that I am a created being, I have nothing to claim by myself. But all the values I have are from you. They are not from me. If I claim that they are my productions, my property, you will tell me, get down from this state. When I die, finish. And my feelings now, I will not have any satisfaction in my existence. I will not have any security in my existence. I will always feel that anytime I fall into non-existence by death, because that is what they think. Of course, what they confirmed, what they believed, will be treated, they will be treated accordingly. That is the justice. For example, if someone comes to you and asks you for something, you just give him. He says, after taking it, like a child, the children do it, is lovely. So you just laugh at them. But if you're grown up, an adult does the same thing. If he takes the food and says, it is mine, you didn't give me, I happen to have it. That's what the modern language uses. Happen to have it. I'm lucky. Will you give it again? I said, okay, go and have it from your luck next time. Okay, good. You are lucky, man. Good, get it. Not from me anymore. You are an ungrateful, arrogant person. That is what Quran is analyzing, our psychological side, and we have to be careful. So it is a very frightening. We are continuing reading the verse. It is a very frightening word. Get out. It means, in bracket, my presence. My presence. It means from existence. You will be dealt with non-existence. You will be treated all with non-existence. Get out. Oh, may Allah protect us. Really, really, we have to be very, very conscious of not falling in this state. So we have to always watch out for ourselves and be careful. Be careful not to fall into imaginary world, artificial word, non-existent things, imagining non-existent things. For example, oh, if I have this, I will be happy. No, you can have it, and your real human happiness only lies in or depends on your understanding of the one who gives you, and this one is the absolute being. That is what we have to be really serious about. I mean, this is not a joke. If God says, the Creator says, get out of my presence, it means get out of existence, I will be left with nothing. Because apart from the source of existence of this universe, nothing can create anything. No one can show us. No one can demonstrate it. No one can really prove it. But they claim, everybody can claim anything. That no one can demonstrate it. No one can demonstrate that this thing has a power to create. Impossible, impossible, infinitely impossible. Because here I am, here everything is obvious, needs to be created. So you are truly one of the disgraced. So the Saghirin is translated as disgraced, but really you are truly one of the one who is reduced to nothing. Not non-existent, really, but you will be left with nothing, not a real existence. All what you will experience in your life is lack of what you need. Lack of what you need, 100%. This is hell. But we should be, it's a side note, by the way, to be fair. You look at a person saying here in the street, they say, I'm not a Muslim, I don't believe in Qur'an, or they call it Qur'an or something like that. They cannot pronounce Qur'an. So anyway, it doesn't matter. It is not a serious matter at all. You can pronounce it any way you like. Doesn't matter you are speaking English. You are not reciting the Qur'an. So, well, I don't believe in, this is kafir, he's going to go hell. It is very generalization and a simplistic attitude. Why? To be kafir, to be an iblis, is a real serious matter. You have to decide. I understand some people are making propaganda of atheistic idea and really openly and publicly. I'm not reading their heart, I'm listening to their words. Openly, publicly denying the existence of the Creator. Oh yeah, these people deserve it. But those innocent people watch them, I don't know, they are saying something interesting. They give the scientific experiment, the results of the experience, scientific experiments. So they must know something. But the religious people usually, when I go to the church, to church and or to mosque, what they talk about doesn't make any sense to me. You know, that is true. That is true. When I go to mosque for Friday, I just go there to be a part of the community and just to show that I am one of the people who claim to be Muslim. I am one of them. Okay. But when I listen to the person who speaks while he's giving the sermon, I just put my head down. Come on, man, you cannot say this. But unfortunately, they speak to the people who are not expecting more than them, more than what they are saying. They are satisfying the needs of the people who never question anything. They are innocent, none of my business. Yeah, they are not taught what religion is. I don't blame them. This is a side note anyways. So we shouldn't be really judgmental about the people, and we have to look for a serious explanation of our reality. That is what we have to do. That's why we have to take studying the Quran as a serious matter. And it must be a part of our life. As much as we can afford time for it, we have to spare our time, always busying with the Quran. It is a very interesting matters are explained here. For example, as we are reading here, everybody knows this, as we are reading here the story of Adam and what we found out, our reality, that we shouldn't be living in an imaginary world. We shouldn't make an analysis of our life or plan for our life that we are going to really get satisfaction from this world, and saying that, look, I have my honor, I need respect, etc., so that I have to wear in this way and I have to have this kind of property so that I will gain value in the eyes of the people. That is Iblistic. We have to gain value, try to gain value in the eye of my Creator. My Creator, my owner. I want to be in His presence, means I want Him, my Creator, to treat me with His capacity as a creator. It means anything I need, He can, because He is the creator of my need, He can really satisfy it. That is real existence. As the Quran says, Haqqul Yaqeen. So the universe is created with Haqq, it means truth, reality. God is Haqq, which is truth, reality. Right? Belief is Raq, belief in God is Haqq, reality. And kufr is denying the reality. So if someone consciously being aware of the reality, truth, and denies it, like a handful of people in media, really misguiding people, giving some sort of impression that they know what they are talking about. They are a handful of people. I mean, they are enough for hell. Let them go there, because they deny it openly. But the other people, we have to be very careful not to make any generalizations. Now, inshallah, we are done with verse 13. Let's move to 14. Inshallah, I am done. If you are not done, and if you have another question, please go ahead and raise your hand, unmute yourself and start speaking, write comments. Let me, when I said I saw Sarah's comment, can it be said that the Satan first left the presence of God with his misperception that fire is greater than clay? So get out means he chose to leave God's presence versus he was kicked out. What I understood, Sarah, from your note, let's put it in another language, by claiming arrogance, because making comparison in terms of matter, rather than in terms of the reality of the matter. So by doing this, automatically, the Iblis, what Iblis represents, a certain states of mind, human mind, that we may have the same option, and we may choose the same option. That is what Iblis means, representing certain state of mind, state of understanding. So this understanding, as soon as it makes the comparison at material level, in order to understand the value of something, he is automatically out of the presence of God, because he is in the area where not real, where existence do not happen there. It is not there. Existence is not there, because only in the presence of God existence can happen. Do you understand that? Only if God wills, the Creator wills, the things can exist. If the Creator does not will, nothing can exist by itself. So that is what, thank you also, our friend says, Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah for your Alhamdulillah. Thank you. It's a good conversation. Excellent. So let's come to verse 14. He appeared. Now look at this. Again, another very important human psychology is analyzed here. Then delay my end until the day of resurrection, their resurrection. It means you and I die, according to me. So Iblis will be with me. He wants to be with me. This idea, this attitude, this imaginary attitude will linger on with me until I die. That is what now the Qur'an is telling me. God is telling me that this Iblis, what Iblis represents, the non-existent side of my options, ask me to give this option delay until the day of resurrection. Well, I'm not waiting for the day of resurrection. Really, I'm waiting for my own death. When I am out of this universe, it is the day of resurrection for me, because I'm out of the universe. Universe has nothing to do with me anymore. So universe is really collapsed, or totally destroyed as far as I am concerned. You can say the same thing. Don't worry. Oh, but are we denying the day of resurrection? The universe will be something destroyed. The things are, as the Quran describes. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah, when I die, everything will collapse like this. Nothing can stay on its own. So what will happen outside the world? None of my business. The one who created it will take care of it. None of my business. My concern is my business. So I am very selfish in this sense. So this option will be asked God to be with me. It's a representation that God said, you are delayed until the appointed day. Yeah, appointed day means because intizar also includes the meaning of appointment, waiting for a certain end. That is why munzarin, yes, you are giving the delay, but it is a good translation until the appointed day. But in, of course, brackets, you are delayed. Okay. قال إنك من المنذرين is the literal translation. You are delayed, but until the appointed day is included in the under the meaning of munzarin. Yeah. Okay. I think we understood that. Or even if you didn't understand what I meant by the grammatic side of the word, doesn't matter really. It means yes. God said yes. Or God speaks to me and said, Ali, be careful. This option will be with you until you die. That's it, what the Quran is telling me now. Until I die, even I get old, Oh, yeah, sure. Until your spirit, your soul leaves your body, this option will be with you. That's what I understood from verse 14 and 15. I don't know whether it made sense to you or not. I'm very happy with this understanding. Very realistic, very personal responsibility. I understood my personal responsibility comfortably. I am not really externalizing the message, saying, oh, that is what Iblis is. But at the same time, the Quran teaches me that, look, even what Iblis represents happens with my permission. It cannot continue its existence. It cannot sustain its existence by itself. Nothing can sustain its existence by itself, although Iblis represents nothingness. No, this option is now I have to be very careful with my language now. That is, I'm struggling and really suffering from not being able to express myself in English. So I'm trying, I'll try my best. Now, this option will remain with me until I exist. What does it mean? This option of non-existence. Now, because my human reality, which is called the primordial reality of my existence. Now, my human reality can act, I'm created in such a way that I am given the qualities in such a way that they can operate only by making comparisons. But thanks to the grace, to mercy of my Creator, that these options are not next to each other, mixed, or somehow it is difficult to make the distinction. I'm very grateful that the difference between right option and wrong option is diametrically contradictory to each other. That's very important, because there is no way to confuse existence and non-existence, truth and false. No confusion, 100%. Paradise, hell, no in between. Paradise is full existence, hell is full non-existence, representation of non-existence. Full. Angel is complete obedience, Iblis is complete disobedience. Not, he was an angel, but fallen angel. I don't really buy into this stuff. Sorry. What happened? Okay. I don't really give any or attach any importance to this kind of things. Fallen angel, none of my business. Jinn, angel, the origin of Iblis, none of my business. My reality is here. I have the option of confirming the truth, and automatically next to it, I have the option of confirming non-truth. It means really false, completely false. Let's speak, talk, and give an example of our wonderful example, mathematics. 2 + 2 makes 4. Perfect. That represents the reality. 2 + 2 makes 4 is correct. All other options are wrong. As long as 2 + 2 makes 4 equation exists, within its own existence, it denies all the other options. It means we can find, together with the option of together with the right option of 2 plus 2, 4, all other options are in our minds. No, 2 plus 2 doesn't make 3, 2 plus 2 doesn't make 6, 5, whatever. No, but 4. The difference between 4 and any other number, we know that, infinite. I mean, I am ashamed of saying this. The distance between 0 and 1 is, think about it. It's very simple. Everybody knows. Infinite. The distance between 0 and 5 is 0 and 1 is infinite. Why? 0.0001, 0.001, 0.00001. It's infinite. They are not one. Because 0 represents the non-existence of 1. 1 represents the rejection of the existence of 0. The distance is infinite in between. So, existence of God is 100%. Non-existence of anything, or no, the sentence was wrong. And the claim of anything to have the power to create is 0, infinitely 0. That is how blessing of God is. So they, for me, as an option, they exist together. That is what this implies, that you are given until the permission, until the until the appointed day. It means when your time is up in this world. It means when I die. Now, what we also understand from it, Satan asks permission from God. That is very important. Iblis asks permission from God. It means even this status of existence can be possible only by the creator of the universe. Nothing else can really plan this kind of existence at all. That is very important. Another thing is a little bit practical for me, and I'm sure it may be useful for you as well to, if I share my experience. We are very prone to delaying. No, I should do it, but not now. Tomorrow I will start. I will start studying the Qur'an tomorrow. Or no, you know why? I'm a student now, or I have a job, or I have a newly born baby. So let me wait until the baby reaches 2 or 3 years. It never ends, by the way. Don't forget that. For the mothers and fathers should be careful about it. The worries of your children never ends. Here I am. I know that. So we have to be, when they are, I will start studying. Delay. If you don't misunderstand and say that I'm accusing somebody, I am accusing myself. Asking for delay in starting a good action is iblistic. Iblistic. Has no reality, cheating yourself, myself. Be careful. Asking for delay for any good action is iblistic attitude. We have to be very careful. It's a very serious subject because I have been struggling with it. Here is the book in front of me, and there is something on YouTube or social media. I have to answer this, my friend. Yeah, it is bad if you don't answer. Come on, I have to be social somehow. Waste hours and hours and hours. At the end of the day, I'm tired of my life, and there is no time for studying, going back to my books. I say, okay, tomorrow morning I will start. But tomorrow morning, again, this option comes and said, no, there may be a serious message. Let me go into, whatever the social media you use. As soon as you indulge into it, that's it. Another hour or two is gone. Okay, that is very human. We have to struggle for it. We have to ask Allah's help to help us, really. Inshallah. Okay. Look at this. Come on, listen. Oh man, the time is up, but I will make an excuse. Delay again, as usual. So we started 6 minutes late, dealing with the technical side of it, etc. So Sarah said, great, interesting point, whatever. Asking for delay is Iblistic trick. Afsha said, Iblistic attitude is to value material or spirit, and claim that some material is better than other material. Why does this lie take us to non-existence? No, why does this lie take us to non-existence? Because we are making a comparison between non-reality side of the objects. I guess that you understand this, because the previous sentence you wrote made it clear that you understood it. Okay, Jay, we are always blessed with any time you can offer. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't think anyone here can ever complain about chances to learn more. Thank you very much, Jay. Please turn all these compliments into prayer. Inshallah, for all of us, not only for me, for all of us, inshallah, all our friends here in the room. So let's come to this verse 16, so that we will be done, inshallah, with the slide, this slide at this. So, and then Iblis said, look, because you have put me in the wrong, and it means misled me, something like that. Put me in the wrong, it's a kind way of saying it. But really, is instead of going into, going into misled. So, so look at this strong verse. So, I will lie in ambush. Oh, no, it is very strong. I will definitely, it means I will definitely lie in ambush for them, all on your straight path. Oh man, there are lots of points. So first of all, look, if something happens that we don't like, we are not appreciated, even we are wrong, we want to hear the good words, say that, oh, you look at Brother Ali, you are a wonderful man. Oh, but not that much, but just I'm trying to be kind. No. Be straight with me. But everybody, no one likes to be confronted with his own mistakes. Nowadays, egocentric world is everywhere. And you're so self-centric, self-interested attitude. I am the best. No one can tell me my mistakes because I'm a perfect man. This is what this individualistic society is. So no one really, the society, the civilization is that they don't really accept their faults. I'm very scared that I will tell somebody, you did something wrong. although it is obvious that he did something wrong. But I can't, because definitely a defense will come there, because Iblis doesn't say, be careful, I deviated from the right attitude. He says, you put me in the wrong. Oh man, that's very, reality of this civilization. If something happens, wars happen, God let the wars happen. How about those people who are producing weapons? They have to sell. In order to sell, so that they will make big amount of money. What do? They prepare everything so that two nations will fight with each other, so that their productions will sell. No one blames that Iblis there, producing weapons. No one blames this Iblistic attitude of nationalism, nation-state idea. No one blames that. No one blames that. Everybody believes if someone is killed, or some people killed in a war conditions, for example, oh God, why does God allow this? No one blames Hitler. No one blames nationalism. But they blame God. Why God did permit Holocaust will happen, should happen, or happened. How about nationalistic ideas? Who fed them? Maybe you did it, because your religion is based on nationalistic idea, racism. As a result of your attitude turning Judaism, or the Mosaic religion, the religion of Moses, into racist religion, the racism killed most of your population. That is nothing but justice. I'm not saying Hitler did something right, but no one claims nationalism. No one claims Hitler. No one claims the faults of the people. No one claims industrialization, concentrating on producing weapons rather than useful machines. They claim God. Isn't that Iblistic? Oh, I'm excited now. I found myself fighting. So there, and also really shouting. So, I should come down, astaghfirullah. I'm very angry with this situation. I'm not happy with it. So Iblis is represented here, an attitude, any attitude. We have to be very careful. Blaming the Creator, doing something wrong. An attitude. But I believe in God. I never blamed that. No. What a horrible thing is here. That's a blame of God, saying that the creator of this thing has made something horrible. Don't you see the mercy in the rotten food smelling so bad? It is a mercy. Don't eat it. Either consume it or share with others. That's a reminder for you, for your goodness, for your betterment. Why do you say it's a horrible thing? I had a terrible day. It's a hectic day today. What? He said, the weather is terrible today. What a language, Iblistic. If there was no, the universe is created, the order of the solar system is created in such a way that if there was no winter, there would be no summer. Man, you would have nothing in summer to reap, to harvest. We have to be thankful. And try to see the wisdom. If you don't, shut up. Don't say that Creator has created something horrible by saying that it's a terrible day today. It's a hectic day. Something happened to me so horrible. No, nothing, something happened to you. It's created by God, the merciful, who is reminding you who you are and which kind of creatures you are, what is expected of you, how do you need to communicate with the Creator, seek refuge with the evil that you see, and be thankful for the good that you are happy with. That is how we are trained here. Without saying La ilaha, without saying these things cannot happen by itself. You cannot say that there must be a creator. Because if something cannot create itself, it must have a creator. But you have to start from this thing cannot exist by itself. So what you and I should say, oh, it doesn't exist by itself. Well, no, what is the source of its existence then? That is how we are created with. So that is how our creation, our reality acts in this way or functions in this way. So when you start blaming God for your faults, or I should say to myself, when I start blaming God because of my wrong attitude, my selfish, arrogant attitude, saying that God created something or something is bad created here, so bad. Of course, ultimately it means the Creator has done something wrong, something bad. And then definitely I will lose my path. I will lose. So the following verse, the following part of the verse says, I will lie in ambush for them all on your straight path. Look, be careful, be careful, be careful. Look at the language. Lahum siratakal mustaqim. So no, la aq'udanna lahum your straight path. Look, Iblistic side of knows that this is wrong. It means that we cannot claim that, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know that it was wrong. I didn't know that the things don't exist. Come on, obvious. Come on, obvious. So unless we take Iblistic attitude, blame my Creator as if he didn't give me enough equipment, enough tool to realize the reality, and accuse him that because you didn't give me the opportunity to tools, necessary tools to acknowledge you. I didn't have my mind. I didn't have my consciousness. I didn't have my spirit feelings. So that is why I didn't acknowledge you. It was your mistake, as if. But I understand that no, I have it. Sirata Mustaqim is known to me. Sirata Mustaqim, the straight path, is known to Iblis. That's why he says, I will lie in ambush for them all on your straight path. So we have to be really we have to take this example into me saying that, sorry, just a minute. Oh, yeah. Saying that, look, when I blame God, it is not out of innocence. When I blame God for anything, especially for my mistakes, you know, why did he give me the option to choose wrong? It is something wrong. So I should have only one option, to choose the right. As if, you know, the people should have one option, to do good things, not to kill each other, not to cheat each other. So I should have no free choice. So I should be a robot, huh? Would you like to be a robot? No. I should have my freedom to choose, but at the same time, I should have no option for the opposite side of reality. What kind of choice is it? So you are on the highway one way, and you are saying that's what I am here. You are there. So there should be no exit. And then I will have the option to get out of it. So you will be robots, and you don't have to. There should be no accident as well. Yep. There should be no lack of gas in your car, whatever. There should be nothing wrong. So why do you exist? You are doing nothing. So you are looking at the things, you cannot say this is beautiful because you don't have the option to compare the beauty with ugliness. So you should say this is beautiful. You should be aware of nothing at all. Even you should be in that position, you will be aware of the existence of nothing at all. So blaming God is not an innocent attitude that this verse tells me. Deliberately denying God. Not these people don't think about it. They are just busy with their work. They are negligent people. They will have their own account with God. Then none of my business. But those deliberately propagating the atheistic ideas, denying religion, and using sarcastic language about religion and having a psychological impact on the people. If they say, I am following a religion, they will feel that I am going to be blamed here. So they say, I am trying to freely thinking, I am an impartial person, etc., to justify yourself, rather than saying that, look, I am 100% sure there must be a source of existence. You cannot explain the existence of the universe without it. There's no way. Show me the evidence. But the universe happens in this way. But how it happens? How it happens by itself? Where is nature? Show me, etc., etc. We have to be brave enough. It means those people know. That's why they are very watchful, very careful about the language they use in order to cover up where they have no evidence at all. We have to be very careful. That is why they say, I will lie in ambush for the people, innocent people, on your straight path, because I know your straight path. I'm not going to let them get into your straight path. That's why in order to deviate people from the right path, from the right, one has to know what is right. The necessary, minimum necessity of denying is one has to know what truth is. And then he can deny. If you don't know, you cannot deny. You are ignorant of this. That is, ignorance is not really denial. We have to be very careful. Ignorance means not being aware of what someone is doing. Okay. But denial is being aware of what someone is doing. I will read this, what our friend Sarah wrote. I never realized this fine point. He didn't acknowledge his doing. He blamed God for his own choice of leaving God consciousness. Mashallah. Oh, thank you. Oh, you wrote mashallah as well. I said, mashallah for your alhamdulillah understanding. It is a great way that the speaker teaches me what kind of, the speaker, the capital F, means God, teaches me what kind of attitude not to take. Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you. So, alhamdulillah. Listen, okay, I think we should stop here, and we are done with the slide. Roughly, I had some other finer points, but it takes very long. So we cannot cover everything, really. The meaning, the deep meaning of this simple examples is endless to my understanding. That much we understood. If we reflect on it more, definitely there will be lots of other points, fine points related to our real life. So, Afshan wrote, oh, thank you. I love this class. Don't use this title, Afshan, please. I don't like it. It's not really true. Alhamdulillah, may Allah reward you. You give your time to us so generously. It helps me get clarified and feel better. Thank you very much. But I need prayer, not appreciation, prayer. Pray for me, please, and I will pray for you. You are in my prayers. Always I really make a generous statement saying that all our friends, all our very close friends in our discussions, please, God, so guide us to the straight path and keep our feet firm on truth, inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.